Hey, my name is Ritu and I'm building a Shopify store from scratch in 30 days. This is day number 26 and today is all about themes or Shopify themes. Now, where did this entire concept of why am I even discussing this? So over the last weekend, so I realized one important thing here, and I'm going to actually show you the actual numbers here. So one big thing that I noticed was regarding the questions and comments that I keep getting. All right, so here's the problem. There's just way too many. All right, and if you don't believe me, just check this out. Let me share my screen with you and I'll show you. All right, so this is the YouTube analytics screen that I've opened up ever since we started off the challenge. Oh, we've gotten almost 1,000 comments. All right, 1,000. All right, and here's the thing. So I literally just loaded up the YouTube comment section right here. And what I'll do is I literally scroll and keep a close eye on this logo of the arrow, which is Flying Start Online. I've literally replied to almost 99% of the comments that I get on this channel. All right. So I'll just keep scrolling so that you guys get an idea of the kind of volume I'm dealing with right now. All right. I'm just scrolling. I'm scrolling. All right. It's just I have to scroll a bit faster, otherwise it's just going to get crazy. All right, so now that you've seen the volume of comments I'm dealing with, now it does get difficult to answer all comments personally, but I have tried my level best and I've answered about 99% so far. But as you can see, there might get some delays for answering your questions. And so what I noticed was, regarding a theme, all right, so what I noticed was a lot of people had a problem regarding their themes. All right, so for example, Ankit says, I'm using a free theme, but I also have some paid apps. Do you think it could be my landing page? So a lot of questions have questions regarding their theme. So like, did it increase conversion rate or slow the site down? Because I've already covered some of these concepts about like improving your site speed. So I want to actually drill down these ideas in your mind right now. All right, so that you have a much better idea of how to deal with things, even if you're not using a theme like Shopify Booster like we are using. So here are some important things to remember. The first thing, so I'll just quickly show you the theme I have. Now, a lot of you who are watching the Bizathon have already probably been here multiple times here. Now, here's the thing. This is the Pretty Panda necklace, all right? Retails for $15 right here on the store. Now, as you can see right here, frequently bought together. It's got the footer, it's got the header, all these elements like this timer thingy. All right, only this much left in stock. So as you can see, this is a pretty good looking and optimized theme right here, but this is not the be all end all. So this theme costs about $150, and if you don't want to spend that money, that's fine. Although you'll have to spend a bit on apps. All right, because listen guys, there are two ways to look at it. One is you use a free theme and you use your apps, and then you pay a monthly fee for using those apps. And the second way of looking at this is you pay that one-time fee for getting this theme and then just, roll with it. Now, what are the critical elements that come built inside the theme that I am currently using? All right. One is, of course, this X left in stock, and then you have got the this timer here which counts down, so this increases your scarcity. Next up, you've also got your entire like images show up really neat right here, and it looks really good on mobile phones as well. And also this has all these logos built in, like Visa, Discover, MasterCard, nice share icons, and plus this above footer section where you can mention free shipping and support related queries. You can build out a nice footer right here. So it does have some pretty neat elements to this. But if you were not using this theme, if you're going for a free theme, here's some interesting ideas for you. All right, so first off, let me show you. So inside your online store and themes, you'll be able to see first off your current theme that you have installed. But when you go to more themes, you can literally go to the free themes section right here inside Shopify. If you click on explore free themes, it's going to load up all the themes that are currently available for free on the Shopify store. Now, what are the ones that I recommend? The first one that I've seen 2 or 3 themes used the most. All right. The first one is Brooklyn. All right. The second one is Supply. And the third one is venture. All right, so these are the three themes that I've seen used the most for Shopify stores. Now, of course, listen, guys, once you set up this theme, it's not going to be like completely conversion friendly out of the box. If it depends on product to product, like for example, Brooklyn Supply and Venture, all of these are for apparel and outdoorsy related products. So if you want to sell something unique, something different, then you will need to have, like, you want those impulse buyers, right? And the only reason people are buying from your Shopify store is because they saw your video ad or your image ad on Facebook. They had an impulse to buy, they reached a store and they made the purchase. All right. Now, here's an important thing to remember. Most of your visitors will land up on your product page. All right. So if you're advertising the Pretty Panda pendant necklace on Facebook, they see this image, they click on the Facebook ad, they reach this page. So this is going to be your most important page. The actual product page that the people land on is not going to be your collections page or your home page. A lot of people get this wrong. All you have to optimize is your product page. All right. And I've actually, like, literally, I was over the weekend, I've been drilling down into the stats like mindlessly. It was just crazy, the amount of drilling down of stats I've done in the last 2 or 3 days. So here's what I noticed: about 90% visitors will leave straight up from the product page. All right, only about 5% people will actually click around, like go to the FAQ, contact, hot deals, or the other about us, shipping policies, all these pages. So 95% people, if they're actually hanging around on your product page, that is the only page you need to bother about. All right. And listen, guys, it has to look good on mobile phones. All right. When you customize your theme, here's what you have to do. When you click on customize, when you add this new theme here, and when you customize this, make sure you're customizing this based off of your mobile phone right here. So when you click on the bottom icon right here, which says mobile phone, here you'll be able to see your entire theme loaded up as it looks on mobile phones. Now, when you're using any theme, all right, listen, guys, any theme works. All right. If it looks good on mobile phones, any theme works, because all these elements that we have installed, like these timers and everything, you can literally just go to the App Store, and I'll quickly take you there as well. So if I go to the Shopify App Store right here, so just go to apps inside the Shopify console, click on visit Shopify App Store. Inside the app section, let's say we want the timer thingy. All right, so we just literally search for timer, and it's going to show us all the apps, like countdown cart. You've got your sales countdown timer, you've got your countdown timer for urgency. So for example, this one. All right, so this is a cart conversion. All right, so this one basically shows a countdown timer. Your cart is reserved for XX minutes. All right, so all these timers, you do get these options. Some of them are free, of course. As you can see, this one is free, but also remember a few things. So let me show you some of these interesting things there. So for example, this one. All right, so for this app right here, you've got all these elements, right? So you've got this much to get free shipping. You also have a coupon for thank you orders. So you've got all these interesting ideas for the timer and upsell. By the way, all of this is already built in because we are using an optimized theme and because we are using Zero Up. Now, for example, let me show you something else. All right, so Hurrify. All right, so Hurrify is also something that is really interesting, that is used quite a bit. So Hurrify is what shows like hurry, sale ends in this much, but again, like it's $6.99 for per month, and like there are several apps that you can use that that'll give you that same effect that we have on our product page. So you can use a free theme. Just be prepared to use all of these apps, and then you can have a much better idea of your conversions. Now, of course, here's a disclaimer. All right, as I've told you multiple times already, and this is key, so I have to drill this down in your head. Your site load time is going to be the most important thing you need to optimize your store for. All right, the amount of time it takes to load up your Shopify store for your visitor, because most of the people are going to be on their mobile phones and they're using their 4G or 3G or even Wi-Fi data. Even then, mobile site load times are typically higher than if a person was on desktop or laptop. So you have to make sure your site load time is optimized. And what you have to do, literally just plug in your URL into tools.pingdom.com. All right. So this is Common Panda products necklace, the same product that we're looking right now, this one. And as you can see, the site load time is 1.06 seconds. Our page size is under 2 MB, and our like total number of requests is just about 100. All right, so this is faster than 88%. Now don't obsess with this. As long as this is faster than 70% of tested sites, you are good to go. All right. Now, one important thing to remember here, your site load time has to be under 2 seconds as well. It has to be under 2 seconds. All right, this is a critical number to go for. Now, how do you optimize this? Now, what happens is once you start setting up all these apps, right? So like we've got all these apps, but a lot of these apps don't actually install any code on our site. All right, so Abandonment Protector Plus does not install any code on our site. I've just installed the currency converter. I'm not using this currently. It's disabled. Then we've got the product feed. This does not install any code on the site. The Lucky Orange app does, MailChimp does not, and Zero Up does not. MailChimp does install a retargeting pixel, but it's really, really small. So that doesn't. Orderly Emails also does not. So only like 2 or 3 apps that I've installed here that I'm using currently actually set up some code on the site that slows down the speed. But that's fine because because including images, including everything, our page size is still under 2 MB and our page load time is under 2 seconds. So we are good to go in that way. If your page is loading up over 2 seconds, you have something wrong and you need to optimize that. All right. Remember, if it's over 2 seconds, you are losing out on so many sales. You have absolutely no idea. All right. And I noticed this, the more apps I added, I've tested out at least 20 other apps that are not set up here because I tested them and I removed them. But the more apps I added, the more bloated my site became, and the conversion rates actually dropped quite a bit. Now here's an interesting stat I want to really quickly share with you as well. Now, because I've told you guys about, I'll be showing you all the numbers here. So let me just quickly share with you. All right. So this is our average order value right now. All right. So it's 29.54 for the last 3-4 days and like about $30. This is good enough, right? So $30 average order value is good enough. Especially considering that it's Halloween time and the costs are going to go up. Like, listen, guys, your Q4, like your October, November, December is going to be expensive. All right. I've noticed when I started the cost per click, the CPMs were not that high. And over the last few days, they have just skyrocketed. All right. So our conversion rates have definitely been affected are because our costs have been driven through the roof. So overall, our entire strategy is still being I'm trying to figure out a strategy for our entire sales leading up to Christmas and leading up to Black Friday. But my entire goal is to find out those 2-3 products that are working for me and just stick to the ad sets and gun those ad sets as efficiently as possible. And that is exactly what you need to do as well. So especially considering that cost per clicks are going to be approximately anywhere between $1 to like $3. So you have to have like, you want to generate as much revenue as you can per visitor. All right. And that depends on 2 factors. Number 1 is your average order value. And the number 2 thing is your conversion rate on your store. All right. Our conversion rates like widely have varied over this weekend. It's gone up and down. Like about day before yesterday on Saturday, we had a conversion rate of about 1.5%, which is crazy. All right, I have never seen such low conversion rates. Today, it's about 3.5%. On Friday, we had like 5.5% conversion rate. So it's been varying really, really wide on all spectrums. So it's still trying to figure out what's the actual I'm still trying to figure out what's the actual best way to go for it. But as you can see, like, as long as you can attain anything that's over 2% conversion rate on average, you are better than about 80-90% of e-com stores. All right. But with that said, because it is Black Friday, because it is Christmas, because it's Q4, so your ad costs are going to go up. So you want your conversion rate to be on point. All right. Your conversion should be on point. All right. Now, average order value, keep improving that. Yes, last week I covered several aspects of improving your average order value. So go to that video right there. Now, here's another. So once you install a free theme, coming back to point, once you install a free theme, there are 3 things you have to make sure. Number 1, it looks great on mobile phones, a great mobile experience. Number 2, you have those scarcity elements. If you want an idea, just load up any product page on commonpanda.com. You'll see all the scarcity elements in play right now, and you can just have those as well. You can also use something like a FOMO app. You can test that out. it was okay. Okay, it did not affect my conversions as much as I hoped it would have, but still, it's one app that you can definitely try out. It's the FOMO app, so you can try. Let me just type that out for you. It basically shows up your order notifications. Now, of course, guys, listen, what works for me might not work for you. All right. So this sales pop and these countdown, all of these things, like the FOMO that shows up, it basically shows up pop-up notifications on a visitor's screen. You probably have seen that already, something like this right here, like this notification. All right, so if you want these, just try this out. It's already built inside my theme, and once I turned it off, it did not really affect conversion, so I'm keeping that turned off. I'm still optimizing our store. And listen, guys, it's a consistent effort. All right, never think like you've set up your store. All right, this is one thing that people get it wrong, like quite wrong. It's not like you set up your store once and then you're going to make millions of dollars. That's not the way it works. You set up your store, you start driving traffic to it, you start getting sales, and listen, follow that same strategy. I've done it for multiple clients now. This strategy works. Dump out 15 products, start off $20 ad sets, purchase conversion, and you will get some sales. Whatever ad set gets you sales, then just scale that up. All right. Simple strategy. Once you start getting sales, then you start optimizing your store, and it's a consistent effort. Always keep optimizing. All right. Always test one or two new things every day, and then check whether it affected your conversions or not. All right. So like, because our conversion rates have been varying widely, that's because I've been testing out so many different things right here. But I'm pretty confident that we have found out our winning products. I'm pretty confident our store is quite heavily optimized right now, and over time, as like before we actually hit the Black Friday and Christmas and all of these sales that happen, we should have much better conversion rates on our entire store. All right, and I'll be dealing with all of these advanced topics in Bizathon number 4. All right. So this was about themes. Now listen, guys, here's quickly, I want to share something with you. I love receiving your emails. I love reading your comments. I love responding to your comments. But do give me some time if it does take me a bit of time to respond. I do all of these comments, all of the replies done by Flying Start Online are personally done by myself. So I do take on these comments myself. But listen, guys, almost 1,000 comments, like seriously, just if I get delayed by a day or two, don't take it to your heart. All right. So this is what I have to tell you right now. Super important. This session was like, you have to optimize your store for conversions and for speed. That is the only way you're going to succeed. Now it's pretty easy to do. There is not like coding or any sort of thing you have to do. All you have to do is just figure out a combination of apps that work really well with your theme, that work really well with your store, that work really well with your conversions. All right, so this was your tip of the day. And so if you like this, if you found value in this, seriously, just hit that like button below. I want to thank you so much for being here. I'll be seeing you in day number 27 tomorrow. Now listen, guys, tomorrow is Halloween, but I think it won't be Halloween in the US when we do our store. It will be the next day. So Wednesday should be an interesting day. I want to see what the numbers are. So I'm excited for that. The ad costs are going to go through the roof. I'm sure of that. So I'm just going to stick with my guns, stick with the ad sets that have been working for me in the past, and just hope for the best. All right. This is what you have to do. Always keep optimizing. Always keep testing. Always keep finding out new products, new ad sets, new targeting, and just keep scaling them. All right. So don't just think of it like numbers. It's all a numbers game. All right. So you have to keep playing those numbers. Some days are going to be great. Some days are going to be not so great. Before ending off the show, I want to quickly share with you the really interesting stats here. $182 in sales today. $6,339 generated this month. I think it must be more because this just increased. So it's probably it'll reach 6,500 by the time this day finishes in Pacific Standard Time. All right. So this was your day number 26. I hope you liked it. 6,500. Hopefully we cross 7,500 by the time we finish off this challenge. But who knows? Anything can happen. All right. So I want to thank you so much for being here. I'll be seeing you in day number 27. If you're not subscribed to the Flying Start Online channel, hit that button below. Subscribe. I'll be seeing you soon.